This past week, I just did a full 3-day fast. 72 hours, water and electrolytes only, and coffee. 2 cups of coffee, black, once a day. And here's what surprised me. It wasn't some crazy survival movie. It was actually really calm and smooth. I took a few videos during the week, during the fast, to see what it was like real time. And I wanted to see the hunger waves, the energy swings, the mental clarity, the sleeping, and what my mood was going to be like, all of it. The reason I made this video is because fasting is one of those topics that gets treated like another miracle cure or some kind of dangerous stunt. But I think the truth is just more useful. If you do it smart, it can be a powerful reset. And if you do it dumb, it can totally mess you up. So let me walk you through what it did for me and talk a little bit about what the science says it might be doing. And then I'll give you some recommendations if you choose to do it yourself. So why might a fast be good for you? The main idea is that fasting forces your body to switch fuel sources. So when you stop eating, your body starts using stored glycogen and then shifts to more of a fat ketone type of metabolism. And humans definitely show measurable metabolic changes during a 3-day fast, including lots of changes in the brain. Fasting can improve markers like your insulin sensitivity and blood pressure. And then there's that buzzword autophagy. It's the body's recycling and cleanup process that doesn't come around unless you fast. And there's a lot of data that says autophagy happens a few days into a fast. In humans, the timing and the magnitude are hard to pin down, but lots of sources commonly describe it as potentially increasing somewhere in the 24 to 48 hour window. And fasting can also help with weight loss. So the reasons that I wanted to do this fast, again, is curiosity and experimentation for the love of science, but also to see how it affected me, how easy it was or how hard it was, and also hopefully to reset my body if there's any low-level diseases developing, because I really think that a fast can help reset your body in more ways than one, not just having to do with fat burning. So fasting can be a reset lever for metabolism and behavior, but it's not magic and it's not for everyone. So again, you get a fuel switch to ketones, you get potentially lowered insulin sensitivity, and third, you get autophagy.
I'm so hungry.
His tummy sounds angry, Daddy.
Yeah, that's his stomach eating itself.
So what should you expect if you do a fast yourself? So in day one is more or less a psychological day. Your body is used to meal timing, so hunger isn't just I need calories, it's also a habit alarm. For me, the hunger showed in waves, especially around my normal meal times. Then it would fade away. But the key is realizing that hunger isn't a steady climb. It spikes and then passes quickly. Day one is also when you realize how many moments in your day are actually food rituals. You know, things like a boredom snack or a stress snack or a social snack or just peer pressure, everyone else around you is drinking or eating. If you're doing a 3-day fast, day one is where you win by staying busy, staying hydrated, and keeping electrolytes reasonable. It's also where you learn your personal tells. Caffeine helps some people like it did with me, but it hurts others. Too much activity can make hunger feel louder. Too little activity can make you obsess. Overall, day one, I was worried that I was going to feel a lot of hunger, but it turns out things went better than I expected. If you get through day one cleanly, then something magic shifts. Your brain stops panicking. Hey y'all, so today's day one, first few hours of the 3-day fast. I wanted to just do a quick check-in. So this is my breakfast today. I've got, that looks like a sugary coffee, but it is not. It's just black coffee from the store across the street. And then this is also what I'm eating for breakfast today, which I'll take a sip right now. So black coffee and water with electrolytes. That's all I'm doing. I did want to mention my starting weight and body fat percentage in case that changes. So starting at 177 pounds. I'm 5'9", so I'm a little on the chunky side. I got to fix that. But and then according to my scale, my body fat percentage is 20.7%. So again, something else I need to work on. But I'm hoping that there's a difference. But that's not the only reason. Obviously, as I've said before, the reasons are really interested in seeing what this is going to be like. So experimental. Number 2, the healing part. The fat burning part comes in day 2, and then the healing part comes in day 3. So I'm really excited about seeing what kind of things heal up. And maybe 3 days isn't long enough. Maybe I need to try a 4 or 5 day. If I do it again, it'll probably be more days, and probably about 6 months from now. You're supposed to space these things out. But yeah, so experimental, healing part, and then also just the sort of meditation, relaxing, spiritual part, where it's just not a lot of stress and kind of staying cool, if you will. So I'm not working today. I'm actually working very light. I'm not doing much stuff. So I'm just doing a lot of walks, doing a lot of like podcasts, just maybe some reading later of an actual physical book. So I'm just relaxing. So that's the other part about the fast that I like. It's just the relaxation and spiritual part, just getting in tune with myself and my body. So day 1 going well so far. I am officially 7 p.m. so 9 p.m. I'm officially 15 hours into it. So I'll check in later tonight and see how I'm feeling, because I'm going to be really effing hungry. We'll see how it goes. So I'm now 19 hours in to the fast. It's afternoon the next day. I haven't eaten since 6:30, 7 p.m. last night, and I'm feeling pretty good. No complaints. And I'm on my 3rd walk now, so doing some work to stay busy, but I'm gonna start winding down that and just start focusing on myself and relaxing. So far so good. 19 hours. And then in day 2, what to expect. Many people say that a switch flips. You go into like this calm and focus phase, and you ask yourself why you're feeling fine. So your hunger kind of quiets down, and your brain can feel weirdly clear, theoretically. There's research showing that the body can adapt during a multi-day fast with measurable brain and metabolic changes. A lot of people notice energy becomes more steady, just even keel. No spiking and crashing, obviously, because you're not eating. And this is where you stop thinking about food constantly and start thinking, wait, this is what my body feels like without constant digestion? It is weird to not be digesting anywhere in your body, from your mouth to the other parts. And sleep can be hit or miss. Some people sleep lighter. Fasting can feel like a mild stress. Others sleep great. This is also when electrolytes matter more. Headaches, dizziness, and off feelings are often dehydration and electrolyte issues, not willpower problems. And day 2 is that day when I would say don't feel like you have to be a hero. If you feel genuinely unwell, then stop. You can try again. But if you feel normal and calm, that means the fast is doing what it's supposed to do, and your body is adapting. Hey, I just want to check in now. I'm at halfway through the 3-day fast. Started on a Sunday night, and we'll end on a Wednesday night. So it's Tuesday morning, and I'm feeling good. Halfway through, 36 hours. Can't complain. I am getting a little bit of it's not strong, but like they talk about a metallic taste in your mouth, like things taste differently. Like I had, I've been drinking black coffee in the mornings, just 2 cups, and it's tasted different today, so I can definitely feel that. And also I'm probably detoxing a little bit because my armpits have been a little more stinky than usual, so that's something I noticed. Let's see, what else? I haven't really had strong hunger, so I thought yesterday, or 24 hours in to 30 hours in, I'd be really like struggling, but no headaches, no strong hunger feelings, no dying to eat something. I think what I did is I mentally prepared myself quite a bit for this, so I kept telling myself, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine. No, don't worry. People do this all the time and everything works out. So I think I mentally prepared myself for it. So I just didn't have any strong hunger. Like I get strong hunger feelings like 2 hours between meals. And this is making me realize that that's just a false feeling based on crappy food I'm eating probably. So yeah, no real strong hunger feelings. Mostly visual triggers though. Like I don't feel hungry and then need to eat something. I just notice, oh, there's food there, there's food there, there's food there, there's food there. There's food everywhere. Like it's just in your face. So I have a quick thought about it and then I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't need it. So that took me by surprise a little bit. Also, I noticed something weird that I'm avoiding physical activity, obviously, because I've never done this before. Never done a 3-day fast, and I didn't want to like get dizzy or like run out of energy or mess up my energy. I wanted to keep my physical energy kind of flat all the way across the fast. Similarly, I wanted to be relaxed, and I took time off of work today, so I'm not working. I wanted to be mentally flat, mentally relaxed. So, but I have noticed, like if I have like this brain energy awareness, like your brain when you have to think really hard uses a lot of energy, and so like normally I would crave like reading a book and taking notes and like coming up with a bunch of ideas, late in the day, and just to fill up some time and just to be creative. But I'm not, when I think about that, I start thinking, oh, that's going to take energy. And I've never had that happen before. I've never had that thought process like, oh, if I use my brain really hard, it's going to use a lot of energy. So I have this like brain energy awareness now, which is weird. So like I have this urge to keep things calm and smooth and steady and peaceful. So whatever, can't complain. Been doing a lot of like receiving, which kind of allows my brain to not have to think really hard, which things like music, podcasts. I have an app called Blinkist I really like to listen to. It's basically just book summaries. So I've been doing that, and that's interesting. Sleep was really good. Got a lot of sleep. Got almost 8 hours. Didn't really get up much. I took 2 sips of water while I was sleeping. My throat wasn't dry. I wasn't feeling dehydrated. Not like I do when I go to other states that are super dry, like Colorado, Arizona. So I wasn't craving water. But I did notice something weird. I dreamt about food. I dreamt about eating food. So I wasn't hungry when I woke up or anything, but I was like, I definitely dreamt of eating food. I even dreamt of eating food I don't like lobster. Like I was eating lobster in my dream. I was like, why am I eating lobster? I freaking hate lobster. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. I thought that was funny, but I definitely dreamt of food. So anyway, if I can't get it in real life, I get it in fantasy, whatever. But yeah, I'm just continuing to have my water and electrolytes. This is the Trader Joe's version. I have sparkling water with minerals in it. There's a bunch of brands out there to choose from. But overall, no dizziness, no weirdness factor. It's just keeping things simple, getting a little bored. But there's a lot of things out there I can read. If it doesn't take too much brain power, I can listen to podcasts or audiobooks or music. Might play some video games later. But overall, so good. So yeah, halfway through. See, I'll check in later tonight and then I'll check in tomorrow when I'm done. Or maybe in the morning. We'll see. All right, gonna keep going. Mineral sparkling water, my favorite. All right, so we're within the last 24 hours. I think it's Tuesday night, and now I've got about 22 hours left in this fast. I'm feeling pretty good. Don't have a ton of energy, but I'm feeling pretty good. No crazy hunger, no crazy dizziness or headaches or anything like that. And this mineral water is really useful. I've been trying out all the electrolyte waters that I can try from the store, from Trader Joe's or wherever. So I'm becoming a electrolyte water snob. But a couple things to note. Let's see. So I've noticed today that I was bored a lot. And I think it's partially in part because, number one, we spend so much of our day revolving around eating. And so there's like 4 phases of that. There's like thinking about eating, there's preparing and cooking the food, there's actually eating, and then there's cleaning up after you eat. and then we times that by 3, and that is crazy. Like, that takes up so much of your day. So if you delete that out of your day, like, you're going to be bored. It's weird. You're going to be bored. So I think it's partially that. And then also, the boredom's also coming from the second factor, which is, I think, I don't feel like hangry or, sensitive or anything, but I get bored quicker looking at things that are kind of addictive, like social media. I get bored very quick today. Like, I couldn't doom scroll for more than like a minute or two. I had to like turn it off. And I don't know if it's because I was sensitive or it just wasn't doing the same thing. So I don't know. Maybe there's a theory there. I don't know. Not enough data, obviously. But, if I'm eating more and eating more addictive food, which we know food is quite addictive and has a lot of addictive ingredients, especially the bad stuff, maybe that's designed to go hand in hand with addictive activities and to give us a different affinity towards, doom scrolling and social media. Who knows? But so that's interesting. We'll see. One of the things I'm hoping and wondering is after 24 hours, when I give you the final report, is will this fast change my relationship with food or reset my relationship with food? My cravings and things like that. I'm interested to see if it's going to change. I don't have a addictive relationship with food, but man, I do like food. I do. I like the bad stuff too. So we'll see if this changes how I perceive food. I maybe won't notice that right away. So I probably maybe won't notice that in this first week. But hopefully that happens. And also, I'm wondering, will it reset my taste buds? I don't know if anyone's ever had that happen, but maybe just for today because things taste differently because I'm in ketosis or whatever. So that's where I'm at today. I think that's good. And I'll report back again here tomorrow morning on the last day, and I'll let you know how I'm doing. All right, more to come. And then what to expect in day 3 of a 72-hour fast. Day 3 is less about suffering and more about staying smart. You might feel surprisingly good, clear, light, and calm, or you might feel a little flat. Either way, day 3 becomes a mindset day. You're close enough to the finish that it's tempting to get cocky and maybe do a workout, or even to quit because you're bored of the experiment. But this is also where I would keep activity moderate. You can go for walks, you can do normal tasks, you can even drive your car. But I wouldn't decide day 3 is the day to do a personal deadlift record. Most important part of this is towards the end, obviously. The process of refeeding. You have to be careful what you put back in your body at the end of a fast. A fast doesn't necessarily end when you eat, it ends when you eat wisely. If you break it with a lot of junk and a lot of carbs, you're going to have problems. You need to break it with protein and healthy fats and vegetables and no sugar, at least for a day or two, believe it or not. You've got to be careful or else you're going to feel awful and you can undo the whole thing. So the finish line, you got to kind of ease into it and just savor the small amounts of food as you start refeeding. But overall, if you get through day 3 and you have all this energy or you feel kind of flat and kind of mellow, either way, it's a huge accomplishment and you achieved a lot by allowing your body to shut down all of its digestive systems that have been on forever since you've been born and allow it to turn on all of its healing systems, which are never on. So if you can do that, that's a huge win. Well, it's the last day. Let's see, you got about 12, what time is it? Less than 12 hours. So I got maybe 9.5 until I'm done this fast. And to be careful how I break the fast. I'll talk about that in another clip here soon. But yeah, overall, my sleep was really good. I got a 90 sleep score on my Oura Ring. Tells me everything I need to know. I got lots of deep sleep. Low latencies, which means I didn't take very long to go to sleep, 4 minutes. I also took 4 minutes to fall asleep last night, the night before. So yeah, you're gonna sleep well when you do a fast. At least you should. If you don't, then maybe you should stop. But having and I had about 18% deep sleep, and it's hard for me to get anywhere near 20%. So that's all a good sign that things are going well. So really good sleep. Also, this morning, feel fine, but I also feel like super like in energy conservation mode. It's hard to describe. Like I just did my walk about 1.5 miles as I do every morning with my coffee, straight black coffee. Got my straight black coffee, and I got my Gatorade water. Plug in that, I guess. I'm just in energy conservation mode. So like, I was kind of hoping maybe I could do a run today, like do some activity, but I don't have any energy for that. But also, it's not like in a bad way. It's just like I know I'm in energy conservation mode, and it's fine. It's weird, and I can feel it like in my heart. I can feel it like when I inhale. I can feel like the oxygen going right to my heart, going boom. It's weird. Also, I want to talk about healing. I've had these little pains here and there throughout my body. They last like 20 minutes, 10 minutes, and it's just like different parts of my body. This is going to sound woo-woo, but I feel like it's my body going around and like healing stuff. I also had a hip pointer from skiing. So if anyone knows what that's like, landing on your hip, right on the outside of your femur where the bone bends 90 degrees. Yeah, that's feels a lot better now. Just that in the last 2 days, it was lingering for a few weeks. So I think things are healing up. But I'll have more to say later tonight when I right before I'm done fasting, and we'll connect again then. But so far so good. It's hard to describe how I feel right now because I've never felt this way. But overall, it's not bad. It's good. Okay, so I think I'm done the fast. I got the 72 hours successfully. Overall, doing fine. I'm not hungry right now, but I know I need to eat. But no significant hunger. I also think I could go longer. I feel like I could, if I had to do another day, it should be fine to do it, but I'm not. I'm going to slowly get back into food. Over the course of the 3 days, I didn't have any headaches. So no headaches, no adverse issues, no real problems, no points anywhere in the 72 hours that I thought I was gonna need to quit. Everybody's different, so I can't speak for how it would be if you did it, but for my first time ever doing it, and definitely my first time going 24 hours or a little bit more without food, yeah, I think that went really well. So we'll see how it goes. I didn't get at any point, I didn't have any like super alertness or like brain power like they talk about sometimes. I just felt like low energy. I just felt like I was in reserve mode, like I was in battery saving mode or low power mode. That's the best way I can describe it, but had no problem being a little bit active and walking around a lot. Just kept drinking my water, drinking my coffee, and I'm still drinking coffee right now. And as far as what I'll eat, I'll probably get back into something light and not carbs, but maybe fat and protein. So maybe like an egg or maybe some refried beans or something. Just and not a lot, so I don't hurl it up, because it's been a while since anything's been in my entire digestive system. But overall, feeling really good. I'll report back again after I eat food and it's the next morning, and I'll give you the final report. So I'm reporting in just over a day after my fast ended 2 nights ago, and I'm feeling good. I was able to, against recommendations, I was able to have a large amount of pasta carbs last night, just 24 hours after restarting eating food, along with lots of, I would say, 2 glasses of wine, lots of alcohol, which you're not supposed to do. But my stomach handled it fine, and just as alcohol does, it doesn't make you sleep very well. But no adverse effects from that whatsoever. still slept pretty well. So overall, no issues in recovery coming off the 3-day fast, and really can't complain. My stomach feels fine. It felt fine when I first ate, and it's felt fine ever since I started eating again. And again, like I said, I had an indulgent meal last night, so I feel good. Can't complain. I really think I tend to believe that this is worth it because I think diseases come on gradually, and when you do a 3-day fast like this, while you may not see results right away, like maybe all the spots in my left eye didn't all disappear like I would have hoped, because they have talked about that. If you have little spots in your eye when you look around in the sunlight, as you get when you age, like I do, you hope that those things will go away. I didn't see that go away significantly, maybe partially actually. I'm still trying to figure out if they're still there. But I do think that disease comes on gradually, and a fast like this, while you don't see immediate results, could result in resetting the life cycle of any disease that might be in your body getting ready to kick off. And so that's one thing I really think is worth looking into with a 3-day fast. And there's a lot of cancer out there, and middle-aged men like myself, colon cancer is a big thing. I bet things like this can really do a number on any disease that's developing in your body. So I think that this kind of thing is going to become more popular in the future for sure. So far, so good. No complaints. All right, so you've seen some of my experience and how it went. I felt pretty normal, pretty mellow. Not super high energy. I didn't have a lot of brain clarity. It went kind of smooth, and I felt kind of flat and slow. But I didn't run out of energy. I didn't get dizzy often. I was able to function during the day. I even worked a little bit during the week. I did take time off. So if you're going to do it, I would take time off from work so that you're not stressing out and you have a peaceful environment around you. Take a lot of walks, listen to your podcasts, listen to good music, just keep it relaxed. But overall, it went great for me. So my recommendation would be give it a try. You want to stay hydrated and don't ignore electrolytes. Coffee should not be a problem, just black coffee, 2 cups a day max. What I did is I kind of made it last for the first few hours of every day. I took small sips and really kind of spread it out. Don't try to exercise a lot. I would just stick to walks, stay busy, and just get the things done that you haven't been able to get done in a long time, because you're going to spend a lot less time not preparing food, not eating food, not cleaning up food. There's so much time spent around food. You're going to have all this time freed up. So be prepared with some things to do and some things to keep you busy, and even fun things, even like movies. And you want to have a good reason for doing it. I did it for curiosity and for experimentation and for the love of science, and hopefully as a reset to heal my body if there was anything brewing that I didn't want to be brewing in there as I am getting older now. And there's a possibility that a fast can reset your craving for sugar, because you'll go on the fast and then you'll have sugar a few days after your fast and you'll realize, wow, what sugar does to me is just so powerful. So you may see your craving for sugar could go down because you just crave it less after a huge reset like a fast. And then also, I just came off a weekend of decadent food and drink, and I can definitely tell you I have lots less energy than I did during the fast after eating and drinking all weekend. While it was fun, I feel like I could fall asleep right now. Having more food and drink actually makes me feel worse in some ways. If you have any pre-existing medical issues, I would consult your doctor before doing a fast. But otherwise, if you follow the tips that I gave, I think you should be fine. And if you're brand new to all this and you think 3 days is too much, start with 1 day, 24 hours. But my main takeaway from the week is the fast wasn't some mystical suffering ritual. It was a controlled experiment that made me realize how much hunger is really just a habit, and how much energy stability comes from not constantly eating and spiking insulin, and how much mental resilience comes from proving to yourself that you can do hard things calmly. Okay, that's all for this week's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, keep thinking and being, and do not go gentle into that good night.